The Rabbit Hole Show.
Rude. Hello, and welcome back to another edition of The Rabbit Hole Show. A mishmash, a compilation show.
Yes,
It's, don't really know what you'd call it. A sketch show in a weird way.
It could be a sketch show one day.
Maybe.
I mean, it's an adventure show.
It's an adventure show. Largely in the kitchen so far, or with toys.
In the kitchen with toys.
In the kitchen with I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, to an adult.
It's the
A good blender is as good as a Lego set.
Absolutely. In the kitchen with toys is the lesser known Cluedo answer.
In the kitchen with toys. That's like the sex version. Instead of how did they die, how did they reach Carl? Yeah. I was going to be less crude about it, but yes. How did one nut?
You may notice we're in a slightly different environment today. This is my dining room because we are going to make our own Big Mac.
We are. So we're not just taking the concept of a Big Mac and seeing if we can make it kitchen or proper restaurant quality.
People do that all
the time. What we are trying to do is we are trying to make a McDonald's accurate Big Mac. We are trying to achieve the thin, perfectly round patties. We are mimicking the type of cheese, the lettuce, the way that onions are done. In other words, not at all. We even purchase Big Mac sauce. We didn't make our own Big Mac sauce because that defeats the point of being McDonald's accurate.
Well, this is the only time in which you can do this because now McDonald's are selling pots of their Big Mac sauce, so that you can have it in your chicken sandwich or with your fries, or so you can make your own Big Macs at home.
I'm sure McDonald's will hate us for this video. That they will never see, but
it is worth mentioning. Not sponsored.
Not at all sponsored. We're mentioning McDonald's, but just to even it out, we'll also throw out Sainsburys. There you go. That's where we bought our stuff from. Thank you, Jay Sainsbury.
You say bought. We need to go and buy it.
Oh, they can know this is in the future. We've eaten the Big Mac. It's gone. It's been consumed.
Jack, should we go on a road trip?
Let's go on Let's pretend.
I bet it's great in 4K.
Wait for it to turn on, because I don't know if it'll do it again while it's still on. No, taking too long. It didn't do it again.
It's fine. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Isn't it? Of course. B-roll. Classic B-roll.
So we're going to head to a McDonald's, where next to McDonald's is a popular supermarket in the UK. Can we brand? I mean, we just said McDonald's.
You just said McDonald's, so I'm sure we'll get away with Sainsburys.
We need to get what's in a Big Mac. So we're going to get a Big Mac.
We should probably Google that.
And we're going to get Big Mac sauce.
We're going to get a Big Mac. We're going to get a Big Mac sauce.
Because McDonald's is selling a Big Mac sauce. So we need bun. What's happening?
The speed camera's further along,
the speed camera's up here. You're fine. You're fine.
Excellent. I just saw a glimpse of yellow and realised I was hooning.
So we need a bun. We need lettuce. I've got some shredded lettuce.
That's fine. We don't need to buy that then.
Meat, like
Meat
ground beef, burger cheese, onion. But I've got onion.
Fine.
Well, the only other thing in a Big Mac is pickles. But I
refuse.
Agreed. Right, that bit's easy, isn't it?
Now, due to laziness, I'm going to park as close to Sainsbury's as I physically can.
And then what, we'll drive through to McDonald's afterwards?
Absolutely. I mean, drive-through makes it easier and less tit-looking to film it as well. See, what I've done is drive past loads of... Space! Look at all that cow. Susan. Yeah. Do we want just slices of burger cheese? Or... I don't think that's it. Cheese.
Banging. They're bakers. You're cool.
My cool? Well, these look thicker.
Let's go with the big thick ones.
Hey, Daddy.
Can we get a cake?
Why would we get cake?
Fancy a cake? Oh, look at that.
Hang on. Wiggles?
Thought his name was Colin.
Sage. Space age. Please, cheese. Mackie D's. I'm assuming we just want a plain, not plain, but solo
a
Big Mac.
And
And
a couple of tubs of Big Mac sauce.
Look at that disgusting pickle hanging out the side.
Hi there, I can help.
Can I just get a Big Mac on its own, please?
Big Mac, yep, it's $3.29 for that. Anything else?
No, that's it, cheers.
Sauce.
Oh, I'll get it. Actually, can we get a couple tubs of the Big Mac sauce, please?
Can we? Would you like?
Just 2, please.
Just 2, yeah. That comes to $4.29.
Lovely, thank you.
Do we leave? Leave, just leave.
I'm leaving. Sauce!
Well, that was the whole point.
Well, yeah, I know, but usually they ask me if I want any sauce
It's
at
because
the
you
end.
have to pay for the Big Mac sauce, I think.
Outrageous. Outrageous. It's like the sweet chilli. The best sauce, and they're like, that's 20p, please. What an annoying amount of money. Obviously, it's nothing. Okay, fine, 20p, whatever. But also, completely interrupts the flow because you just ask for sauce at the end. And like, that's 20p. I don't fucking have a 20p on me. Do I have to pay, do I have to do my card again for 20p? Thank you. Check the sauces.
Right. So of course it's a fucking mess. So that's how you do it. So the bottom of the bun you have some sauce, some onion, a bit of lettuce, then some cheese and a burger, another bit of bun, sauce, onion, a bit of lettuce, burger straight on top.
And also, to make it authentic, we need to make it look like shit.
Absolutely. Now I am hungry, so I'm going to eat some of this.
Fair enough.
This needs to be like finely chopped, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Half an onion?
Yeah.
Jack, mate, you haven't got a head.
Fuck's sake.
I want the burger patties to be round and consistently thin. Normally if you buy a burger or you make a burger at home, don't fall over now, they're quite thick, right? I mean, that's exaggerating, but they're good.
They are chunky boys.
Yeah.
They're chunky
I don't
boys.
think chunky boys is going to work because it's a big 2 layers. Chunky boys.
It'll be too much. It'll be too much. It'll be one of these burgers you order, like the stack or whatever, and you think, oh, this is gonna. I'm gonna shit a cow. Is what's gonna happen. So
Poor Susan.
we want it to. Well, also because Big Macs are thin and
Yeah.
shitty round.
So I'm hoping that this is slightly bigger than the burger buns.
I mean, we could find out.
We could. Oh! Because in theory, what's going to happen is the burger will shrink
Yes.
as you cook it.
Yes,
That's probably about right.
that's probably perfect. Shall we show how fucking genius we are? So genius that I cropped my head out of the shot while I was saying that. People. Anyway, it fits perfectly.
Yeah, I'll
So
take
if
that
we
back.
just use this weird container, bit of fucking Tupperware.
Now, what I am going to do is put some oil in it. Because I
In the
reckon
tub?
if
It will stick
it
to
will
it.
stick and it won't come out. If you put a little bit of oil on the bottom, I mean, in theory, you can then just go bloop, and it will come out.
It will come out and then we can cook it.
And then we can make it warm. Does this make sense? Does this seem...
I see what you're doing.
Well, that's quite thick still.
Squishy squish.
Moment of truth on this one. Shit.
The oil did not work. think for patty 2, more oil.
That's not bad.
Patty 1 complete.
Alright.
Other than the being raw.
Hey, in some McDonald's, that's what it's like. What I'm doing here is spreading the oil. So hopefully, cooks evenly. What you should always do is season your meat. So what are you doing here, Jack, with your bread? What's your bread plan?
I'm going to cut them.
Right.
I mean, there's not a lot to do with bread.
So the Big Mac has like a base layer, a middle layer, and then the top. So you're going to.
It does. I'm cutting
bases.
Yes, I'm cutting up 2 buns for 1 burger because Sainsburys don't sell triple layered buns.
Fuck's sake, Jay, Sainsburys.
How generous shall we be with the sauce?
I mean, I think that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Keep an eye on the old patties.
Keep an eye on the patties. Lettuce it up. Get some nice cold iceberg lettuce in. Oh, a proper crunchy bit there.
Yes.
Get some onion.
See, I reckon
I should have done the onion underneath this crunchy bit. You are correct.
I reckon you should have done the onion before the lettuce, personally. But
Well, it's done now.
we know it for the next layer.
I'm going to do a little bit of sauce on top and all. Just a bit of a... That was a terrible idea. Don't do that for the next layer. It didn't spread.
Oh no, maybe that's not.
Well, yes, it would be hot.
I think it's actually quite a good size.
You might want to squish it down a bit before you put that bun.
I was going to do this.
I mean, you could have used the spatula.
I could have used spatula. What I've done is use my hands. All right. Why is it so pissed?
Probably because the crunchy bit of lettuce, I think, is the one doing it. So if you... It's exceptionally tall. And what we have here is our very own Big Mac, where you can't see the meat at all. There's meat in there, I swear. I think that's the angle. So, we're at a table now. We have a real Big Mac. I was doing that so you can see the inside of the
I
Big
see.
Mac.
I mean, the real Big Mac looks better. It's really annoying.
I think the bun looks better.
Yeah.
I think internally, ours looks better.
Yeah, because their burgers are like really anemic and
Shit, and look at that. That looks beautiful and greasy.
this is also a bit cold. It's been here for like what, about 45 minutes now.
Yeah. So I imagine this will taste better, but cold.
Do you want to do a taste test of each? I know I've already had some, but like if I cut this, because I think we should compare.
Of course. We should officially decide which is better. I will like to point out, disclaimer, as you've probably noticed throughout the video, both of us hate pickles. Pickles are the worst thing that have ever existed. So neither of these have pickles in them. Think of that what you will.
Now, I've never had a cold Big Mac.
I mean,
I think
there's a lot of food I can tolerate cold.
Oh, you will notice there is only half a Big Mac. That's because I've already eaten half.
I mean, yep. Tastes absolutely
The same.
like a Big Mac. Pretty good.
I can't
Pretty
tell you
good.
how much I love a Big Mac.
Pretty good, but I am more excited about this one.
I'm excited, yeah.
Carve away, chef.
It's going to be hard. Should I take it out?
I would put it on this and...
I tell you what.
It feels like a quality burger, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does feel better. Oh, it's warm.
We have literally just cooked it.
The other one was cold. First of all,
It looks pretty great.
oh yeah, cross section wise.
That looks great. That looks pretty...
Now, I would say burger's not overly even in terms of thickness.
No, but I mean, most burgers aren't. Unless, like, high processed and manufactured.
This is a much bigger thing to get your mouth around. Should we do it?
Shall we? I must say, it tastes exactly the same.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking close.
I think the extra layer of cheese has done it well. You actually get the hint of cheese. This has a lot more onion in it, I think. Our one has a lot more onion.
A lot more onion, and I think the actual beef tastes a bit better.
Higher quality beef, I think.
But otherwise, it literally just tastes like a Big Mac. So there you go. If you want to make a Big Mac at home, now's your time. You can run to McDonald's, buy yourself a pot of Big Mac sauce for a mere 50p.
Yeah. Although we bought 2 and they gave us 1, so we're boycotting McDonald's.
Yeah. With some onion there on the table.
We'll make our own Big Mac sauce next time.
Then you'll need to head over to your local supermarket and buy yourself some meat, some buns, some lettuce, some onion, some cheese. And you make yourself a Big Mac. I wonder if how it worked out cost-wise. I didn't look.
I would
how much I
say,
spent in Sainsburys.
for what we have,
Value for money, because you get more.
yeah, I was going to say, for what we have, we probably spent more than a Big Mac, because we definitely spent more than a £5.
Yeah.
If you had the choice of eating our homemade Big Mac,
Or an actual Big Mac.
or a Big Mac,
Do I have to cook the homemade Big Mac?
ignore cooking, just on a...
If it was already made, I didn't have to cook anything, I'd pick the homemade one. If, however, there was a Big Mac on the side, or the ingredients for a Big Mac, I would eat the Big
This
Mac.
has gone terribly, it's falling out of my face.
I would eat the McDonald's Big Mac before I'd cook my own. Purely out of laziness.
Would you eat the McDonald's one while cooking your own?
I mean, that's what I did. So the answer to that is yes, if you like what we're doing. Follow us on Twitter at rabbithole_UK. You can subscribe to us on YouTube where you can see us anytime you wish. You can follow us on Twitch at Rabbit Hole Media, and you can subscribe and follow us on multiple different podcast services on and around the internet.
Indeed.
And if you like what we're doing and would like to support us, head over to merch.rabbitholemedia.co.uk where you can buy a wide-ish range of merchandise. Will only get wider.
If you see this video and like the idea of video game people who have nothing and no business dealing with food, tackling weird things like white chocolate Mars bars and McDonald's accurate Big Macs, let us know. What do you want us to make? Do you want us to make our own? I have 0 examples, that's what you're for.
Well, the next couple.
We have ideas for, but yeah.
They're going to be some good ones.
They're going to be some good ones.
I just want to go and say, because I haven't taken a bite of this in a while. Really fucking good.
Yeah. If you want more foodstuffs, if you want video games, if you want movies, if you want music, you have come to the right duo.
Until next time, we shall see you then.
Eat more. That was probably healthier.
We should have made some fries.